Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today I thought we'd play with a couple of book pages for old time's sake. Got one, got two, and you can use any book pages. It can be anything from, this is Gothic text dictionary pages, which I thought were really pretty, so I thought maybe I'd play with these today, but something that maybe that has a little bit of substance to it, that can be folded without tearing, things like that. And this is a very simple, easy beginner project anybody can do. Let's go ahead and take off the white border here. Thought that'd be a good place to start. So sometimes it's just you and a couple book pages. Let's see what we can make from that. I thought we would play around and make a cute little envelope and card, since this is that time of year when lots of envelopes and cards are used. But and this may or may not survive actual mailing. You might want to test one first to see if it makes it. I'd probably thicken it up a little bit. Like, in other words, put another piece of paper down here or something like that to strengthen it. But I could do this a lot of different ways with the envelope, but I'm going to make a very simple envelope. This is like a super simple project, just for fun. Let's see what's cool like that. Okay, let's do this, because if I orient the text upside down, when I fold up, I magically get, take it right up there, not quite that far. The text is right side up when you're looking at the envelope itself. At this moment in time, anything could happen, anything could change. So I'm going to fold this over as if it were, or this is the world's simplest envelope to make. In the world of junk journals, I think so anyway. If there was a contest, this would be a strong contender. 1,000,001 ways to make an envelope, but, and this is where a handy little thin stream of glue would be ideal, but, you know, we're working with our condiment bottle. All right, and push out so you don't squish in so much, and that way you won't get too much glue on the inside. We'll just give that a second to dry. And maybe in the meantime, we'll just ink it up with some good old vintage photo Distress Oxide. This probably has regular Distress ink from my re-inker poured in there over the years. I've had that vintage photo for quite a while, I think. But yeah, it's still doing well. Hope you're having fun. I don't know about you, but I ate way too much. Yeah, working on that. Getting out there, trying to do some exercise and play some more pickleball and stuff like that, and get all that holiday food, at least the first wave of the holiday food, down and off. Let's see, I think I want to lightly use this to even darken the flap more, being gentle with the paper because I know it is delicate paper. Okay, there we go. All right, and if you didn't do anything more than that, that would be so pretty. So anyway, this piece of paper, now we could decorate this more. Oh, let me ink the back as well. But I think I want to keep this very clean and simple and just show you some basic ways to maybe do an envelope and some writing paper. Or you could make it into a card as well. But just so good old stationery, you know, things to write with and that we have them available to us. Okay, so, and they're nice to mass make, and you can use them for cards and letters all year long. These metal rulers with a sharp edge really make it easy to tear paper, and I love using them as a tearing device. Now you can do all sorts of other things, like get the plastic rulers and take chunks out of them, bits and bytes, and then you get cool tears, like a deckled edge tear and stuff like that. But I'm just going regular here, nothing too fancy. There we go. Okay, and I think width-wise, maybe we do want to, I'll bring it down to 2 columns. Okay, there we go. I can use this for other decorating. Now this, I could probably even get 2 of these sheets out of it, so I'm just going to fold it in half. Now you're thinking to yourself, Pam, that's great, but there's writing all over that. How is anybody going to do anything with that? Well, we're going to use a very simple technique to turn it into writable paper. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and tear that off. Now I'm going to go into my junk drawer, my scrap box pile, which is overflowing. Okay, let's find some paper. Are you big enough? You might be. This is some avocado dyed paper, I believe. Maybe I'm going to put that on here and on here. Just happen to have this is pretty too. I will use that color. That's a pretty color. Okay, so we need to be about this long. And again, avoiding measuring like the plague around here, because that's what we do. Go forth and measure if you like to measure. Nothing wrong with a good measure, but I'm not a fan. Not a fan. And I can even make that a little wider, and I'll show you a little trick. Okay, there we go. All right, so nothing super fancy here. I think I am going to ink these edges just to give them a little bit of pizzazz. There we go. There's a little pizzazz. All right, and you want some pizzazz too? Okay, here you go. This is all about the new year and pizzazz coming your way. Yep, that's right. Okay, do that, do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue these down with my beloved twist top condiment bottle, which does work very well. I mean, it was designed to squeeze mustard and ketchup. Who are we kidding? To ask it to do a thin stream of a glue, that might be a bit of big ask. You know what I mean? All right, a little trick. If you haven't seen this, just use your finger to flare out the glue to the edges whilst spinning, and then you slap her down. There we go. All right. Okay, there. One. Yep. Same thing here. And I think I'm just going to stuff this little envelope with some fun things, like some places for people to write. Little extra things, because I always get accused of taking away places for people to write in the junk journals because I love to heavily decorate them, but I like to give back. And this is me giving back. So, and it's okay. You're not obliged to always supply writing room. It's just a space to have fun with. And if you want to add back little elements to write on, why not? And if you don't, that's okay too. So I thought I would take maybe these little leftover pieces that I have here, and I think I'm going to use a glue stick for that. It might be easier, and I'm going to use Scotch Permanent Great Glue Stick by 3M. Okay, and this is just a good, decent, maybe not the best in the world, but it's here and it's present and it's what we've got, so let's roll with it. It's nice and fat. Chubby, that's good. Oop, that paper gave way. That's all right. That happens. Just be more gentle with the thumb. And I'm just going to widen the piece. So I don't know why I inked that edge, but okay. Let's stick that there. And do that. I'll stick that there. I'm basically covering up all the beautiful text, but I'm also increasing the writing space. Okay, so now we have that, and then we're gonna do the same here. I'll just put you there because we don't know what to do with you. This is nice. Let's do this one. Now be gentle, gentle, gentle with the thumb action here. Don't want to be tearing our papers, unless we were trying to tear our papers. So, but at the moment, I'm not trying to do that. Okay, here's Sonny trying to get out the back door. He must see a squirrel or something. Sonny, get ready for your pup date soon. Okay, here we go. Do you think he listens to me? Sometimes. It's about 50% of the time. Sonny is pretty much in his own little world, and if he wants to come, he'll come. If he doesn't want to come, he's not coming. Okay, that's just the way it goes. Okay, so now we have increased the space. So here is a beautiful writing area. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm just going to go ahead. Maybe I'm going to give them a focal point at the top, just so we have some. Let me find some I haven't used in a while. Oh, that's pretty. It's at the very bottom of my peg stamp container. Let's see if I can get it out of there. I designed this so they were all easy to get out. Let's see. Oh, I got it. Okay, so this is like a little flowery thing. If you're wondering, I get mine from Nora Jane on Etsy. And she always seems to have a nice selection. All right, and the line is the base of your stamp. So if you're trying to figure out what the bottom is, that's that little trick. Okay, I could use a different color, but I think I would just continue with the brown. And this maybe denotes it as more of a writing space. Some fancy stationery, you name it, you got it. Very simple. And then we could just tuck that in here. And you can put other things in here if you want to. Maybe I'll put a little photograph or something in here. That would be fun. Okay, let me get a photograph. I love to collect black and white photographs. I guess this is really a sepia one. That's kind of cool. Anything on the back? Nothing. But I love these old photographs with the decal edge. And this looks like a military person maybe. And maybe his dad. Maybe he's going off to war or something like that. But just kind of fun finds that you can find in junk journals. And, okay, there we go. Maybe they can write a story about those guys. And I was going to do something with... Oh, I have this book page. Okay, I am apparently grabbing another book page. It's a big book page from a child's book. It has this cute little frog, and I thought maybe the frog could be here. Oh, I have an idea. Let's turn the frog into the closure flap. So, yes, Pam is now going to fussy cut. All right, it's going to happen quickly. But children's books are great because they have beautiful imagery in them. And you can almost use them like you would any DigiKit picture or anything. So you don't always need DigiKit. Sometimes you just go to your local thrift store and buy a bunch of, heavily picture-rich children's books. And you can have some fantastical imagery here. Okay. Cut the little frog's nose off, Pam. All right, going around. So what are you guys doing today? You doing anything fun? Yeah. What? How was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a nice Thanksgiving? Did you eat too much, like me? How many times did you go back for a second load, third load? Okay. So yeah, I remember walking away from the table going, "Oh my gosh, I'm so full. I can't eat another bite." It wasn't an hour later. I was up and back over there. You know what I mean? What? Who are we kidding? Yeah. We have the greatest intentions. Yeah, no, you can't sit there and smell all those smells and all of that and watch other people continuing to nibble. They're going back for another piece of pumpkin pie. They're going back for more mashed potatoes, more... I was the sweet potato casserole person. I was to bring that, so I brought that. And it's the first time I've ever really done anything like that, like sweet potato casserole. So that was a big, big thing in my world. So that was fun. And it wasn't as hard as I thought. Okay, there, I think I'm going to put that like that. So basically what you do is you only glue the bottom half. And that way this top half stays free to maintain the flap, which is super easy and super cute. And next thing you know, you're having all this fun, which shouldn't even be legal. Let's see, what's that? Oh, I found a little piece of... Oh, that's cute. So we will nest you somehow. Yeah, sometimes we just like adding these little goofy things, or maybe I could put it up here. That's cute too. So layering or not layering, like just sparsely placing something. Okay, let's use this serious glue. This is Fabrifix clear silicone. It says you think it's only for fabric, but it's not. It's, yes, okay, I'll say it. Fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, and paper to paper, and pretty much most things. You can even work with wet items, like your paper's damp or wet, or fabric's damp or wet. It'll still work, which is kind of cool. And why would your things be wet? Well, sometimes you're dyeing them or spritzing them, or, gosh knows what you're up to. You really, you know what I mean? Like, you can spill your coffee on it. Maybe you're coffee dyeing some fabric, and I sometimes get impatient. I want to glue something right away, and there you go. I can go ahead because this glue will work. Okay. I think I want maybe I should tear it this way. Thinner piece. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. There we go. There. That's cute, right? So it just opens like this, and then the stuff's inside. It's very easy to close. I think all envelopes should operate as such. It's just so much easier. You can put something on the back too if you want. What do you say? We'll put something on the back. All right, so let's see. Maybe we'll... Oh, what's that? I have this cool piece of... That's kind of cool. All right, here we go. That's a good idea. I don't know why it's a good idea. It's a good idea today because it's here and so am I, and here we are making stuff. So there we go. That's just kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna glue that down. I think I'm gonna use the liquid. It's a little bit stronger than the glue stick. The glue stick will do lightweight projects, but I guess I'm gonna put it right on here. Just keep life simple here. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this little project today. It's very easy. And I still have my Christmas bundles if you're interested. I think I have 8 or 7 left. And they are over 100 pieces, old and new, vintage, antique, and new crafting items related to Christmas. And some new things, other things not related to Christmas, but it's heavily weighted Christmas. And there's just a few left. So if you're interested, pop on over to my Etsy shop and grab one. Okay, just gonna let that dry. I just think that looks kind of cool on the back. It gives it a little bit more substance, a little bit more structure, a little thing. It's cute, huh? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Hang on, let me go get you know who. This is so funny. I was running all over the house, and where was he? Right in his basket below my feet here.
Hello, everybody. Sunshine. I was right in my basket right below her feet. And she was all over looking for me and calling Sunshine. Sunshine Bear. Sunshine, where are you, Sunbun? Mr. Snuffleupagus? I heard all these names. And I was trying to tell her I was right there. But she didn't see me. She just kept going. And whoosh, she'd go over there. And whoosh, she'd go over there. And then all of a sudden she heard the little pitter-patter of my little tiny feet. And all was well. Yeah. So that's what's happening at the Paper Outpost today.
Okay, well, that was very deep. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
There could have been more turkey, Mom. There could have been.
I know. Well, I ate most of it, and I did. Did you have some?
I had some. I could have had more.
Okay, fine. There's always next year. All right, cross your toes.
Okay. Happy crafting, everybody. Take care.
All right. So, if you don't know, I have a free monthly email newsletter. Check that out. You'll get all sorts of freebies at the bottom and a free digital image every month emailed to you directly. I also have videos that come out Wednesdays and Saturdays. 7 a.m. Eastern Time, a podcast of new audio material related to paper crafting, junk journal making, life of a crafter, and answering your crafty questions. So pop on over there and have a listen. You might hear your question answered. And I have an Etsy shop if you like journals and bundles and kits and fundles. I have them when they're available. They're for sale. I am working on this journal right now. It's not quite ready, but it's almost ready. So this one will be up for sale soon. And I'll put a note in the community tab, and we'll go from there. I also make digikits, which are printable, downloadable images, themed, birds, Victorian butterflies, all sorts of things. Okay, so I also offer a print and mail service if you would like me to print them for you. I do them in batches of 10 digikits at a time and mail them to you with free priority mail shipping. That will give you 50 printed pages of nice lightweight cardstock. All I need is for you to buy the print and mail option and then send me a list of the digikit names that you're interested in. 10, please. And I also sell fundles, which are collections of old and interesting paper. If you like antique ledger, checks, receipts, postcards, black and white photos, braille, handwritten letters, all sorts of cool things. And there's some old checks, things like that. I mean, you can get all sorts of really cool things in there. It's a great place to start if you've never been able to secure this stuff. And it's a nice, good variety of things. It's a fundle. It also comes with free priority mail shipping, and there's over 100 plus items in there. All right, I also have an Amazon shop if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies, as well as a merchandise shop. If you like the phrase everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, or create with reckless abandon, you can get that on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, zipped hoodie, mug, tote, or water bottle. And then remember, most of all, that fun can be super simple. So create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.